this one college, you had this thing. It was real trippy. Like you would walk in, and it was like you would hit the switch, and bubbles would come out of the ceiling, and strobe lights would go off, and everything would glow on the wall. It was real nuts. So I had my house. I had money from a car accident I was in. I had like a couple $100,000. So I bought this crazy house and just bought drugs. And I woke up, and I would wake up. I would take 50 perks every morning. So I'd take the perks one day, and someone comes to my house and says, "Yo, let's smoke dust." So I said, "Okay." And we go and we buy like 4 bundles of that, and we start smoking dust. And like I go crazy. I literally go in my bedroom and put lay on my bed like this for like, it felt like only 5 minutes. And it felt like I was in a car and we're going in reverse. It was weird. And then someone came and woke me up and said, "Everyone's here for the party." So I jump up. I'm like, okay, this is nuts. Dude comes in, he says, "Yo, I got shrooms." And he pulls out like a bunch of shrooms, and I have all the money, it's my party. I said, "I bought them all off you." He went, "All right," you know what I mean? I bought all this dude's shrooms, and I'm giving them to people. I'm feeding them to people, handing them out. Anyway, I get to a point where one of the dude I gave shrooms to comes up to me and says, "I got blood all over me, don't I?" And I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my God, I have to leave now, or else I'm gonna lose my mind." So I go and I jump in my car, and I'm driving around, I'm crashing into shit, and the phone rings. They said, "Chris and Kendall," that's Aaron's boy, "they're over at Vinny's house." You know what I mean? They're freaking out. I drive over there to see what's wrong. Turns out they were doing meth with the shrooms they did, and they were like freaking out real bad. You know what I mean? Chris was laying on the bed pissing himself. Other dude's about to cry because he did the same exact shit, and he's thinking, "Oh, that's about to be me. I'm a step away from that." You know what I mean? So he's freaking out too. I'm like, "Oh, this is nuts." I walk in, I'm trying to calm him down. The one I can't calm down, he's peeing himself laying there. I'm like, "Joe, come on, let's take a walk, man. Let's get out of here." And we're walking down the street. I'll never forget this, because crazy shit only happens to me when I'm tripping. We're walking down the street, and a black dude in a car pulls up, opens the door, and says, "Get in, we're going to Compton." I went, "What?" Dude I'm with goes, hauls ass down the street, runs. I'm tripping. I'm like, "Oh my God, what's the matter? What's going on?" Finally, I'm like, I put my head down. I walk to the next corner. I'm like, "What did dude just say?" He said, "Get in, we're going to Compton." I said, "All right," you know what I mean? We're both not nuts. Dude, crazy shit always happens to me when I'm tripping, though.